I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Ray of the Flufties is here. Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Yes, I am Ray of the Flufties, a cyberpunk shark VTuber. Pretty chill, pretty energetic on stream though, but mainly play a variety of games on stream and try to dabble in Twitter here and there.
Yeah, have you been on very long?
That's not that long,
Mm-hmm.
no. But I'm trying to be more out there,
Mm-hmm.
be more into a lot more stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Have you been able to get a regular schedule yet and have the regular folks
No.
come out each time?
No, but I do have regular people who do tune in every time.
That's good news.
Cause I mostly only have like a every other day type streaming deal.
So you still kind of feeling your way as far as schedule goes.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, not really said anything.
Yeah. Why'd you get started as a VTuber?
I caught a clip of some older VTuber like way back before they got like more popular, and like I got interested in just everything they were doing, and it kind of just naturally moved over to I should be a VTuber too.
So you kind of wanted to get in online even before you saw that?
Yeah, I did a little bit of streaming, but it was like I'm not really feeling it, or like it wasn't the main focus.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want
now you're all in on it at this point.
yeah.
Have you always been someone who wanted to kind of entertain for people?
Yeah. I used to do a lot of theater when I was younger, actually.
Theater kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like band type stuff.
Well, so you getting out in front of people wasn't too hard for you.
No, definitely not.
So
maybe conversating with them.
and just close your eyes and sing and or play. You'll be fine. But doing it in front of some people can do it. Can talk in front of people, and then get behind a microphone and freeze up a little bit. Was that a problem for you when you got started?
I wouldn't say. It's more of I don't know what to talk about. There's usually like, oh, there's a focus of something that I'm supposed to be doing, but now it's like, do it yourself. Think of something interesting.
It's all on you. Talk in circles for a while until something comes up.
Yeah.
We had that problem in radio a lot. When one of the biggest problems we would always have would be a news that would come at like say right when the hour struck at say 1 o'clock and 0 seconds, and we had to time up until that point. So if you're playing songs, you realize that it's just not going to randomly time up until that point.
Yeah.
So you have to get close and then talk for about 3 minutes until the news comes up. So we got to talk in circles a lot.
Oh man.
We would get sometimes dizzy so bad. It was. I mean, once you learn how to do it, it wasn't so bad. And then I got married and I talk in circles all the time. Doesn't always work, but I still give it a try every once in a while. But so when you're on, do you rely on the games to interact with your chat?
No. I honestly, surprisingly, I rely on chat giving me what they want to hear because I'd rather not just be selfish and talk about myself all the time, even if they really want to hear about me more than I want to hear about me.
They're more interested in you than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're coming. They're coming for the personalities. They come back for you guys, and I know some people might think that you're just coming on to play games and they're watching the games, but no, they're coming back for you.
Yeah.
Was that tough to figure out?
It still is, actually. I tend to be like, oh, maybe I should talk about something my viewers like.
Well,
but they're probably not here to talk about themselves.
Well,
they're probably just like me.
Yeah. Well, they're coming in to because they enjoy watching and hearing you're on the air, so to speak, with these streams. Now,
Yeah.
different types of games that you play. A lot of them are strategy games and some co-op games. Which one do you really like to stream the most?
Uh, Honestly, any game that's like cooperative, kinda,
Mm-hmm.
because I like more like playing with people
Mm-hmm.
rather than by myself.
Yeah. Were you able to find a good group of people to collaborate with very quickly?
Um, I wouldn't say so. I mainly have my mods,
Yeah.
surprisingly, to
Yeah.
do stuff with.
Yeah. And well, I
But
mean, they're your mods.
yeah, I'd rather not bother them though with like, oh, come play with me. I need someone for stream.
So,
But
are you looking to try and expand that in the future to get some other people involved?
yeah, definitely.
Mm. What are you gonna
As best as I can.
are you gonna use Discord or how are you gonna do it?
Uh, well, for attracting them, probably Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
but mainly Discord, yeah.
Mm.
Do all the other stuff.
Yeah. Discord has helped me out a lot in getting interviews for this channel, and there is if you do it right, you can definitely get a good network going with that as far as it's concerned. So when you got started, how long did it
Mhm.
take for you to really find your comfort zone in VTubing?
Like when I got started,
Yeah.
yeah.
How long did it take for you to get really comfortable with it?
Mm, I'd say not really that long.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff online that people talk about what
Mm-hmm.
to do and what you should and shouldn't. So it's not really that hard
Mm-hmm.
to, I think, to get into VTubing or get comfortable with it. But
Mm. Did you
yeah,
did you start
it
with the
was
big
pretty.
equipment or did you start with whatever you had?
Uh, I started with like a PNG type thing, which
Mm-hmm.
was kind of like free.
Well,
So I was like, I didn't really. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
well, and then you were able to go on and and become more comfortable each time you went out. Would you say you're after the time you've been on that you're pretty comfortable now, or there's still some things that shake you up a little bit?
Probably still a few things.
Mm. No, I'm not gonna
Cause
ask you what they are because I don't want anybody getting any ammunition.
oh no, it was my main problem is about my viewers. I don't know like much about them, and then when they tell me about them, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that about you. And naturally, I worry about them. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be worrying. I
Mm.
should trust they're
Yeah,
mature people. They
yeah,
know what they're doing.
yeah. It's always tough to draw that line between obsessing over them and because once you start doing that, then you take away from what you're doing on the channel too, and you got to
Yeah.
balance that out a little bit. What games are you streaming right now?
Uh, like Rocket League, which is like a free little game
Mm-hmm.
that I encourage my viewers to come play with me if they like it or
Oh,
not.
I love watching it. I don't think I could play it. I don't think I have the
Yeah,
reflexes to play it at this age, but it looks like a lot of fun.
yeah. I think it's pretty complicated for
Mm,
probably newer people,
mm.
most likely.
Well, I
Well, I'm trying to get into story games
hmm
more. I
like
can't really stick with the game naturally for some reason, so that might be a little difficult on my part.
a little bit of what's over here.
Yeah,
I've got partway through this. Let's start this over here. Um, but do you come back to those games after you abandon them?
yeah.
Mm,
It's just I just can't constantly play them
mm.
for some reason.
Well, that makes you a variety streamer.
Yeah,
you force yourself to be a variety streamer that way.
yeah.
Yeah. So are there some games that you haven't played yet that you would really like to?
Um, Honestly, some like MMOs, which is like those games where you have to actually grind for like
Mm.
a long time.
Yeah.
I wish I could play those. But
Mm.
as I said, I am like dumb.
Not,
I just force myself off a game.
I don't think
But yeah,
I don't think being a Mensa member is something you have to need to play these games. But I do know that I don't have the Twitch muscles to play these games. uh, is that something you'd like to stream one of those and bring everybody along with you?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
'Cause there's like a long time playing through them, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can get into the story of them,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I like the idea of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the time I have to put into them.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Was there any particular one of those games that kind of caught your eye?
I was thinking of one of the Final Fantasies games,
Mm-hmm.
but I know there's like a bunch of stuff with Final Fantasy that people talk about, so I can't really just.
Yeah.
Eh.
Just choose one of them and go from there. You, yeah, I mean,
It is a big community.
yeah, it is a big community, and it's a large area to choose from when you're diving in the pool. That pool's pretty deep, and start in the middle will probably be
Yeah.
pretty tough. But some of the other games that you've played over the time you've been on stream, what are some of your favorites?
Uh, Favorites. I have to check. Hold on. I keep I can't really think off the top of my head. Oh, there was this South Park game,
Oh,
Stick of Truth.
oh
I
yes,
really like that one.
yeah, that looked like a lot of fun. And both the South Park games looked like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I played the second one, but I never played the first one. And the
Yeah,
first one was the Stick of Truth. I
yeah.
played it on stream, and my people seem to like it, so I kind of enjoyed it even more.
The writing in that one on those games is ridiculous in a good
Yeah.
way. Nah.
I also like the Minecraft.
Mm,
Surprisingly,
mm,
that wasn't really a game I think of streaming. It's
yeah.
like it just seems so open, and like I get bored easily. But
Mm,
with my people there, they kind of entertain me enough to keep playing.
yeah.
Like honestly,
It does.
which is surprised me.
There's a lot of people who look at Minecraft and see people who are advanced in it and have built giant, domains and houses and stuff, but it's still at its beginning an adventure survival game.
Yeah.
Mhm. And there is a story to it, although there's a billion things now you can do off of it. But there, at its basic, it is still a survival story game. Have you gotten through it yet?
Uh, I only done it with other people. I haven't really done it myself because other
Mm.
people are like, I know what I'm doing or all that other stuff. I'm just like, I don't know anything.
That's the way. That's the
I'll
way
just,
to. If you can't do it, fake it. It's the best way to do it.
yeah,
Hit yourself onto a star, and you'll go far. That's the way it'll work.
yeah,
Yeah, but still, you've got to have the ability to communicate not only with your chat, but also keep the game going. Has
yeah.
that been a trouble for you, or has it been easy for you to do?
Uh, could you explain what you mean by keeping the game going?
Well, if you're involved in a game that is really immersive, and you need to keep your concentration on it, is it tough for you to keep chat involved?
Uh, Honestly, I wouldn't keep my concentration on a game too much.
Mm,
Honestly,
mm,
'cause I don't really. This is deeper rabbit
mm,
hole for me, but I usually don't try to be competitive in any game, so there's really no pressure for me to keep focused on a game,
mm,
even if it's like I should be.
mm. So
So
if
I never have trouble.
so if you get distracted by chat and a rock falls on your head, you're not going to scream.
No, definitely not.
And that would be something to clip out. Have something like that happen. Have you been able to work off of any other platforms, or are you sticking with Twitch pretty much?
I'm trying to work on videos for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I just I can't figure out what I should and shouldn't like post or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of TOS or anything, just like I literally don't know what I should like if it's good enough or not.
Well, I think that's a double-edged sword for the creator. If you're doing it yourself, and you
Yeah.
don't really know if it's something you like that's something that the audience might like, you just have to
Yeah.
jump in and put something up there and hope that it is something, and then you can start from there.
and that's what I'm currently working with.
So, are you going to put up clips, or are you going to put up entire streams?
I'll probably try and do both,
Mm.
but I really need to figure out how to name the streams at
Mm.
that. If I do,
Well, it'll be one of those things where you're trying and trying and trying, and then when you stop trying, it'll all come to your head. Says, I
yeah.
didn't even think of that. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That'll work. And then it'll start getting smooth for you. Uh, did you when you got started on VTubing, you said you
Mhm.
kind of followed someone else into it. Um, is there anything that's happened to you in VTubing that has totally surprised you from the start that you didn't expect would happen?
Uh, mm, I honestly I didn't know interviewing other people really existed
Mm-hmm.
unless there's like a big topic about someone or like
Well,
a controversy going on.
well,
Honestly,
well. That's an unfortunate thing. I don't think that people really these days, when you look at interviewers, they're trying to get the answer they want out of somebody rather than the actual answer from people, and it takes away a lot from the discussion. I just like talking with people and finding out what they're up to. Um,
yeah.
this I'm not the star of these shows. You guys are the star of the show. Nobody wants to hear what this old man has to say. But it's we're finding out what VTubers such as yourself got going on, what type of talent you have, and
Yeah,
what your goals are for the channel. So, have you got any big goals set up for your channel right now?
big goals. Honestly, I just want to grow and you know. Well, that seems so generic. I am. That sounds so generic. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. As long as it's truthful, though. I mean, that's you're looking for a way to get things rolling and get some momentum going.
Yeah, but my main goal is maybe to find my niche. I
Mm.
think the word they use.
That's a good word. Yeah.
Yeah,
Find a niche.
like
Find that rich vein
little
that you can
group.
tap into. Yeah.
Yeah,
And bring people in. Well, if you can get that started on YouTube and get some clips or something going, you can use that as kind of an advertisement, and hopefully that will draw people to the Twitch.
yeah. As
Well,
soon as I find that, I'll be happy. I won't need to worry about anything else
but it'll get you
because I'll
started
know where I
anyway.
belong.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and probably just guessing that having a consistent schedule will probably help out too, because then people will know where you are and know that they can rely on getting. But if you're doing this pretty much the same schedule every week, um,
yeah,
they know what's going on.
yeah. It's every other day. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Well.
I know it switches days
Mm.
since I do it every other day.
Yeah.
Since it's
Yeah. If you do it every other
yeah,
day, 7 days a week, it's going to have to switch up every once in a while.
yeah,
Yeah. That's as long as you keep it consistent, I think people will continue to come back. Now, as far as
yeah.
some other things you'd like to do on your channel, I know you're playing the games on it and you're enjoying that. Are there other types of streams you'd like to try?
Uh, I wouldn't think there's any other types of streams. No. Maybe I thought about it when I first started, but I was like, no one, this wouldn't make sense. But I
Mm.
was thinking of like a writing stream where I write my story stuff
I think that would
or
make
like
sense.
lore, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, people do that, and you can hit, and while you're doing that, your chat will certainly be over your shoulder
Yeah,
while you're doing it. But
no doubt.
then that kind of adds to the fun with it. They're getting themselves involved in it too. Um,
Hmm.
Writing is just as much as art as anything else is, and
Yeah,
people are interested in watching art. Now,
yeah. I just don't see the
yeah,
benefit of it. I
mm,
feel no entertainment value, I guess, unless like I write a book or something,
mm.
maybe.
Well, if you get enough backseat writers in the chat, they'll carry it for you. No, you shouldn't put a comma there. No, that's not the place for a
Yeah,
comma. And then they'll fight amongst themselves, and you'll have content for days.
Most definitely.
Sow the seeds of chaos, and it'll work every time. So right now on the channel, what are you playing right now? What's on the menu?
On the menu, I am currently playing Cult of the Lamb.
Mm,
Is the main thing.
that looks like a fun
Oh,
game. That looks like a game you really get into.
yeah.
Well,
I forgot what to describe it as, but
yeah. There's a
uh,
couple different games that I've played that looks like. Of course, it's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but there was a game called Forager that I think some of the same people worked on that game as they did with that. It reminds me of that a little bit. Um,
oh,
and it was Forager is kind of there's a little bit of parallel if you know. It's hard for me to describe Forager. It
yeah.
kind of stands on its own, but there is some things that are parallel between the two. But
Oh,
that game
yeah.
looks like a lot of fun to get involved in, and that'd be one of those games where I get started and not do anything for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't blame
So how long do you usually stream?
I usually at least 3 hours. If
Mm-hmm.
it goes further, I'm okay with that.
Mm.
But I try to keep it at least three
Yeah,
per day.
you get started on something like Cult of the Lamb, and you get started in the evening and wait and look out the window and the sun's rising.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, it's
Uh,
time to take that
maybe.
stream down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the main reason I started doing 3 hours because I think Twitch had the 3 hour thing.
Mm,
Forgot what it was for. I think it was affiliate.
mm,
I'm not sure.
yeah, you have
But
to have
yeah,
an
like
average of
I
three
was
hours.
playing around that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always goals out there, and it sounds like you got a pretty good head on your shoulders and what you wanted to do, and just keep expanding and work towards that YouTube stuff and keep doing what you're doing because the audience obviously is there. They're coming back and watching you every week.
Yeah, surprisingly. I don't know why.
Well, I know why because they enjoy watching. They enjoy your personality, and that's what brings people back is the personality. And obviously,
Yeah.
this was set up for you. Congratulations, Ray, on your start.
Yeah. I'll try to do better. Hopefully get interviewed by you again.
Well, I hope so
Be
too.
famous.
We'll get you back. And
Yeah.
if you get some big events coming up, let me know. We'll do an update for you. Okay.
All right. That does sound nice.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.